Thank you very much for the invitation to be part of this MTCC event. We are full of admiration for organizations that, in spite of the COVID-19 situation, manage to coordinate important events such as this. Today, we would like to give you a brief introduction to Silverstream's Technologies air lubrication system. As most of you know, a ship spends most of its energy overcoming friction between the ocean and the hull. The concept of separating the hull from the seawater and thereby reducing friction has been known for a very long time. Some even think that the Vikings in the north built their vessels in a way where air was trapped below the hull. However, in modern shipping, where ships are powered by huge engines, the challenge is that it often takes energy to save energy. And air lubrication is, to cut to the bone, a question about energy balance. What counts is the net saving, and what counts is the ability to verify that. As a fuel-agnostic clean technology, the Silverstream system is able to always generate fuel efficiency and cost savings, no matter the fuel used or the type of vessel. This has been proven in our current deployments of the system across a range of vessel types in tanker, cruise, ro-ro, LNG, and bulk carrier segment. We will now share our animation with you. This shows how the Silverstream system operates and generates improved efficiency for owners and operators. It is fair to say that just a few years ago, air lubrication and many other energy efficiency technologies were not an easy sell to owners, charterers, and yards. The breakthrough for our company came in 2014, where we, with support from Shell, installed our system on a 10-year-old 40,000 deadweight ton MR tanker. The performance of our system in operation based on long-term data proved savings that matched our predictions. Since then, our fuel efficiency potential has been independently verified by the likes of Lloyd's Register, Southampton University, HSVA in Hamburg, Eniram, Shell, and Carnival. For us, this is very important. In a naturally skeptical market, we want to stand out from the crowd and uphold transparency. We never predict greater savings than we expect to achieve or claim greater savings than we actually achieve. We publicize all our results once we are able to share them. This validation is key to inspiring ship owners and operators confidence and has resulted in orders with industry leaders such as Carnival, Grimaldi, and most recently, the installation of the Silverstream system on 12 Hyundai Heavy Industries new builds. Our increasing order book is not only reflective of our increasing viability and growing role of fuel-agnostic technologies in the maritime market, but the overall recognition of clean technologies as an economically viable means to cement maritime emissions reduction. The initial installation on the MR tanker also proved that our air lubrication system could be retrofitted on existing vessels. At present, we are the only air lubrication technology on the market that is relevant for both new builds and retrofit installations. Another bonus effect appeared after 12 and 24 months. A diver inspection of the hull shows no signs of fouling or barnacles where the ALS is at work. We realize that this statement is not yet scientifically proven, but it provides a clear indication that air bubbles have a cleaning effect on the hull. Likewise, the technology has been reported by crew and passengers on current installations to significantly dampen vibrations and noise on board the vessel. The validation of the MR tanker, as highlighted, was key to our success and resulted in orders for a new build and a retrofit cruise ship, which then led to more interest from the industry and from the press.
Some of the biggest machines on the planet burn the dirtiest type of fuel. Can giant rotating cylinders and tiny air bubbles help clean up the shipping industry? World Hacks Smart Ships. The shipping industry emits about 1 billion tons of carbon dioxide a year. The industry has a target to cut that in half by 2050. Is that possible?
Around the world at this very moment, there are all sorts of incredibly intelligent people looking at this very problem.
Well, my name is Noah Silbersmed, and I'm the CEO and founder of Silverstream Technologies. And we have created a commercial system that saves fuel for ships using air lubrication.
Tiny air bubbles are pumped through vents fitted into the hull of a ship.
Air lubrication means that we are using air to reduce the frictional resistance of a hull of a ship. And that makes the vessel glide more easily through water.
Air lubrication has been independently tested and shown to work. The system was installed on board this oil tanker.
The fuel saving depends on the hull and the speed you go at, but typically it's 5 to 12%.
Alongside proven clean technologies, research and collaboration have been key to facilitate widespread industry adoption of proven clean technologies and maintaining traction. This is why, as a leading innovator, we are involved in a number of collaborations with other market leaders. We are proud to work with leading charterers, owners, yards, and regulatory bodies. Most importantly, we are working at a regulatory level to drive standards through the International Maritime Organization's Global Industry Alliance, also called the GIA. We are also working alongside and contributing towards major research projects, such as the University of Vasa Czech project that is funded by EU, which aims to accelerate shipping's decarbonization pathway by demonstrating the impact of a holistic approach to emission reduction in the design of two concept vessels. Both ship designs will feature the Silverstream system as a central part of a suite of complementary energy efficiency technologies. It is estimated that the designs will achieve a 99% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions and 50% reduced energy consumption. It is evident for all that maritime environmental regulation has played a huge role over the last 10 years, and that this has propelled a focus on technological as well as operational measures. Regulation of sulfur, EEDI, and the momentous forthcoming EEXI requirements, which will have a huge impact on our market, plus the growing possibility for some sort of direct or indirect cost of carbon, has and will inevitably make shipping more expensive. There is no question about that. Recently, we have seen that debate reframed to think about the medium and long term. Alternative fuels leaders like Maersk have moved the goalpost significantly in that respect. We think that shipping needs to embrace immediate solutions as well as champion these long-term ambitions. A 5 to 10% net saving today makes a big difference. And cumulative efficiency savings are also important because of the reality that future fuels will be far more expensive than the fossil fuels used today. The IMO's recent fourth greenhouse gas study made this very clear. With fuel bills already the major constituent part of an owner's operational costs, any reduction in these fuel bills is commercially critical, no matter the fuel being used. While we are on the note of impending regulation, and as we have already alluded to, the introduction of EEXI may further tighten the requirement to invest in market-leading clean technologies. On much of the global fleet, clean technologies, except for even more slow steaming, present one of the only current available pathways to compliance with the new rules, allowing owners and operators to remain profitable as they tackle the wider decarbonization challenge. And air lubrication, as one of the only recognized EEDI solutions, which EEXI will be based off, will be key for current vessels that need to improve their efficiency rating. Maximizing emissions reductions and vessel efficiency is therefore a cornerstone of all decarbonization pathways, irrespective of fuel choice. It has become a commercial necessity driven by investors, shareholders, and public demand to invest in clean technologies. We from Silverstream Technologies strongly support the work of IMO and therefore the importance of a globally unified regulatory position. When it comes to carbon emissions, we need a single global transparent position that enables us to make the changes required and reduce shipping's impact on the planet. Now, we would like to share our new company video with you.
We are pioneering a technology.
Its simplicity is beautiful. To quote one of our customers, it's simple, it's clever, and it works.
Silverstream Technologies is doing air lubrication. Air lubrication is spraying a very thin microbubble layer under the hull of the ship to reduce the frictional resistance. We're saving fuel and emissions at the same time. The idea of air lubrication is more than 100 years old. We are the first company that has managed to have a very positive energy balance.
The marine industry is an essential supply chain. Predictions are that the shipping fleets will increase, there's going to be more of it, so therefore there is a now challenge with it, which is how do you respond to the fact that it's just going to grow and get bigger. There are new fuels that can come on board, but they are years away from being commercially viable, etc. It needs to do something now. In the next 5 to 10 years is where the solution to the decarbonisation challenge needs to come from. We have a technology which is ready. It's capable of deployment. It can fit onto many different vessel types as well, which we're proving at the moment.
We have a unique group of people that are helping create and install and promote this solution. The team works extremely well together. We're creative, we work hard, but we have fun.
One of the best things about working at Silverstream is that everyone's got a voice, and I really enjoy that.
We're very agile as a company, so our ability to respond to dynamics in the industry across different vessel types, different owners, different cultures even, makes us respond very, very well to the challenges.
What you're getting in this team, some very high quality engineers, all trying to achieve the same goal, swapping ideas. So we've got a fabulous sort of cycle of innovation going on.
Our team and every single individual at Silverstream is so dedicated and so diligent in trying to get this product to market and on as many ships around the world as possible.
The thought of having our technology as a standard component within new shipbuilding specifications and it have a role in terms of propulsion system decisions and hull designs and coating solutions, that enabling technology can shape the industry in a really big way.
In the next 5 years, we want to roll it out and make sure that the whole industry is benefiting from our great net savings results.
Whilst the industry waits for the fuels coming on board, we'll make a difference in terms of the commercial viability of those fuels.
It's really a necessity for the industry to do whatever they can to use energy efficiency technologies to reduce their consumption.
As it can be seen in our order book, with large RoRos, LNGCs, VLOCs, and large cruise ships, we focus on larger vessels with our ALS system. We have mentioned EEXI already, but we actually believe that the accompanying CII, the carbon intensity indicator, will have a much more tangible impact on shipping. The A to E ranking will expose the individual ships in a way not seen before. And even though EEXI and CII are still regulations in the making, we strongly believe that ALS, together with other energy efficiency technologies, can be the solutions that can change a ranking from, say, D to C or B to A, and thereby make the individual ship more attractive in the market. Thanks again to MTCC for inviting Silverstream Technologies to this event, and I'm now happy to take questions. Thank you.